Welcome to our exploration of communication, technology, attention, and the digital age. In these readings, we examine how modern technology is transforming the way human beings think, interact, read, and understand themselves within an increasingly connected world. Although digital communication provides unprecedented access to information and connection, these authors ask important questions about what may be changing, or even being lost, as human interaction becomes increasingly shaped by screens, algorithms, and constant connectivity. Sherry Turkle's The Flight from Conversation explores the growing tendency for people to replace face-to-face conversation with digital communication. Turkle argues that while smartphones, texting, and social media make it easier to stay constantly connected, they may also weaken deeper forms of human interaction. Conversation requires patience, listening, vulnerability, and emotional presence, but digital communication often allows people to carefully edit, control, and manage how they appear to others. Turkle suggests that many people have become uncomfortable with solitude and direct conversation because technology offers constant distraction and immediate connection. Yet she argues that solitude and meaningful conversation are both necessary for empathy, self-reflection, and authentic relationships. The article invites us to think about whether digital communication is changing not only how we talk to one another, but also how we understand intimacy, attention, and human connection itself. Jenny Davis's Fear of Being Missed examines another important aspect of digital culture, the pressure to remain constantly visible and connected online. Davis explores how social media creates new anxieties surrounding participation, identity, and belonging. Many people fear missing important experiences, conversations, trends, or social interactions happening online, a phenomenon often connected to what is commonly called FOMO, or the fear of missing out. But Davis pushes this idea further by examining the fear of being missed. In digital culture, people often feel pressure not only to stay connected, but also to maintain visibility so they are not forgotten, excluded, or socially erased. Social media encourages individuals to continually present themselves, document experiences, and participate in online interaction in order to remain socially relevant and emotionally connected. The article asks important questions about identity and recognition in the digital age. If social visibility increasingly depends on online presence, how does this shape human behavior, self-worth, and relationships? Davis encourages readers to think critically about how technology influences the need for validation, participation, and social belonging. Ferris Jaber's The Reading Brain in the Digital Age. The Science of Paper versus Screens focuses on how digital technology may be changing the way people read, process information, and concentrate. Jaber explores scientific research comparing reading on paper with reading on screens. While digital devices provide convenience and access to enormous amounts of information, researchers have found that reading digitally may affect comprehension, memory, focus, and deep engagement with texts. The article suggests that physical books provide spatial and sensory experiences that help readers navigate and remember information more effectively. Readers often remember where information appears physically on a page, while digital reading can encourage skimming, multitasking, and fragmented attention. Jaber also examines how screen-based reading habits may influence critical thinking, long-form concentration, and the brain's ability to process complex material deeply. Together, these readings explore how digital culture is reshaping communication, identity, attention, memory, and relationships. They do not simply argue that technology is good or bad. Instead, they encourage readers to think critically about balance, intentionality, and the ways technological systems shape human experience. These authors remind us that technology does more than provide tools. It changes habits, expectations, emotions, social structures, and even the ways people understand themselves and others. As digital communication becomes increasingly central to modern life, questions about conversation, visibility, reading, empathy, attention, and identity become increasingly important. As you move through these readings, consider how your own experiences with phones, social media, online communication, and digital reading connect to the ideas explored by Turkle, Davis, and Jaber. These articles invite us to reflect on how technology influences not only what we do, but also how we think, relate, learn, and experience the world around us.